Hi everybody, it's Chris, and welcome to a video log, or vlog, I guess they're called, by the Infinity System. One of our viewers suggested that it might be a neat thing for us to go through the little stories creative process to give you a kind of a behind-the-scenes look on how we choose the stories, how we create them, how we do the recording, what's virtual on our set and what's real life, and just generally how the entire process all comes together. So we decided to take them up on this particular challenge. So we're going to be presenting a series of these video logs as we go ahead and we select and film the next little story. So hopefully you'll find this interesting. If not, you can always just skip over these and skip right to the good part when the episode does release, which will be in a little while because it's a fairly involved process. So let's go ahead and hone in on the very first thing that always happens when we do one of the stories, which is choosing the book itself. And in order to do that, we need to go over to our incredibly overcrowded bookcase, or at least one that's here in the house. So this is where we keep the little stories that we've done in the past. You can see them all here in a row. Believe it or not, we've actually covered most of these, except we do have some Walt Disney ones and a couple of ones that we're worried about the copyright issues. And, just some of these books can contain some things that are not exactly politically correct anymore, and for sensitivity reasons, we won't be showing those. Some of these books, like we said, are old and don't send the right message, so we tend to curate them properly. For this time around, we've basically centered on these five. I think it's five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, it's these 6. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take these over to the table and give you a look at them. And yeah, you eagle-eyed folks have spotted the Cat in the Hat back there. We might get to Dr. Seuss at some point. You never know. So let's head on back to the table, and we'll take a look at the 6 books that we've got picked out. All right, so we are back on our couch in front of our coffee table here, and we'll go ahead and we'll spread out these books and show them to you one by one and let you know our thoughts on them. First off, we have the Firehouse book, which is an excellent book. It's in the shape of a firehouse, which is always a little fun. It's one that we had when we were a kid, so we grew up with this one. And it's got some really great illustrations. It's a very short one, though, so we've kind of held off on doing it. We might have to put this in as a 2-for-1. A couple of short stories. There's a cat caught in the tree right there. Very important job for the firemen. So there's the Firehouse book. And then we've got over here, we've got I'm a Unicorn, which is a more recent release for the Little Golden Book series, but we really do like the message that this one sends. So we've put that one in the running. We are very selective when we go out and we buy these. We look for the classic ones, and those are the ones that we've been, centered on doing. And we've actually went through quite a bit. Little Stories, Little Golden Books. You can see where it comes in. And also Littles for the Littles itself. So that's why we made the little story, called them Little Stories, was because it ties in 2 different ways. So there's I'm a Unicorn there. Again, there's some great illustrations in here. Very colorful, very nice, very sweet and simple. So we've got that one. And then we have The Shy Little Kitten's Secret Place. We're still looking for the actual original Shy Little Kitten book. So when we find that one, we'll go ahead and be sure to record that one as well. But this is The Shy Little Kitten's Secret Place. And again, some great illustrations. Here's Esmeralda, whoever that was. Happy 3rd birthday. So it's always interesting to see these books and wonder about their previous owners. But again, there's some good illustrations in here and just a neat story all around. Most of these we will choose because they have a specific moral that will apply to the system at large as well. So that's part of the vetting process, is that we will go through these, and of course some of them are just classic stories. But Percival, we look for them. He's very particular, and we look for the moral. Speaking of morals, we have The Tale of Peter Rabbit next, which everybody should be pretty well familiar with. Good old Beatrix Potter version there. And this has got, again, some really great illustrations. We always try to make sure that we have chosen a story or a book that has some good illustrations in it. It's just, it's great. It's good eye candy, and it makes for good watching. So, Tale of Peter Rabbit, definitely one in for the running there. Now, we'll probably be doing all of these at one point or another, but we're just kind of showing you the process that we use to go through them. This one is called The Baby Chipmunk, and it's from a program called the Ding Dong School, which was an early precursor of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, The Electric Company, kid shows like that. It kind of formed the framework and the basis for a lot of the things that you would see later on. And there might be a few of our older viewers out there who remember the Ding Dong School. We were just on the tail edge of that ourselves, so we're definitely talking about pre-1970s there. And again, it's just got some fantastic illustrations. This one is more of a, what is the life of a little chipmunk here? But again, some great illustrations. And there's their favorite food, the peanuts there at the end. So, the Baby Chipmunk. And then last we've got The Little Red Hen, another one with a great moral in it. And this is kind of the one that we've been focusing in on. I think Percival wants to do this one, but he's still kind of open to suggestions, which is why we're going to tell you guys, go ahead and sound off in the comment section below and vote for which little golden book you think might be the most interesting. And there's the little red hen out there working hard in the garden. And for those of you familiar with this tale, you know what happens along the way. This one does have a great moral that would apply for the system and for the littles and their place within the system as well. So, and our morals, we try to make them not just for the kids, but also for the older alters as well. So you older brothers and sisters on the inside, we know that you watch as well, and we know that you can hear what's going on. So keep that in mind. Some of these morals, they've got two levels to them, and this is definitely one of them. So, like I said, we're kind of leaning towards the Little Red Hen at this point, but these are all valid choices. So go ahead and hit us up in the comment section below with your vote, and we'll go with whichever one you guys vote for the most. Failing that, if nobody decides to vote or participate, we'll just simply go with the Little Red Hen. But sound off and see which one you'd like to vote. You'd like to vote for. Sorry, we're not great at these video logs. So there's our basic choices. The Firehouse Book, I'm a Unicorn, Shy Little Kitten's Secret Place, Tale of Peter Rabbit, The Baby Chipmunk, and The Little Red Hen. So go ahead and let us know what your choice is, and be sure to stay tuned for the next part of the Creating Little Stories video log series. That's all for now. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon.